is in control. You know who has 4 times the action. You know who feels the freedom. You know who breaks the barriers. You know who stands out from the crowd. You know who everybody's after. You know the games of Nintendo 64. Get in or get out.
Yeah, I think we all know. Good evening, folks. Oh man, I didn't think I'd live long enough to see this day. 30 whole years with quite possibly my favorite Nintendo console. I have so many memories to share with this over the last 15 plus years. God, I don't even know where to begin, where to start, where to end, what to even talk about that hasn't been already said. Not just by me, but for everybody who grew up on this console over the last 30 years. I mean, it's speechless. I almost have nothing left to say. What a great way to start. I have nothing to say that hasn't already been said 30 years and 300,000 times over. I mean, 33 million units. That's a great way to start this. But yeah, 30 whole years of the N64. I know I'm really late to my own stream. I kind of want to just get right into it. I'm a little giddy, but man, I just kind of want to bask in this moment for a quick sec. Okay, that's enough. Let's warm her up. You know what you're all here for. Exactly. I'll be honest, it's been a hot minute since I've given some life to my N64. Bear with me as I move this thing up. Yeah, for once I don't have to use my HD capture card because this is still going into my my older one. There we go. There. God, I don't even know what to say. It's just my God, just okay. I'm getting this. Why don't we just jump right into the game and get there. For the sake of this, because technically this is the 30th anniversary of the Japanese release, I want to see how well I can do with the Japanese version. It's again, it's the same game, it's just all the pictures in Japanese. Let me just warm myself up.
It's me, Mario!
I actually do have a lot to announce with the N64 regarding the stream too today, so we'll do some announcements more later at the end, but I know you guys can't even see around me, but I dug up a lot of stuff out of storage. I mean, it was a pain in the ass just to get the freaking console box out of storage. By the way, real close at, oh my god, can I light it up please? Real close at that date on the sticker there. Yeah. Launch day in the US. So just give some extra nostalgia factor. And by the way, I only paid a good $100 for this complete in the box. I'm not gonna get that kind of deal anymore with this. But yeah, I've definitely given some good love to the N64 as much as it's loved me back over the last 15 years. This was the first retro console that I had, that I bought from the flea market. God, about 15 years ago now. I remember that day well. I got the console, 2 controllers. I got a red one and I think it was a atomic purple one. So yeah, I had the console, 2 controllers. Fortunately, had the expansion pack in it too. And I want to say this is still my quote-unquote childhood copy of Mario Kart 64, but yeah, this was the first game I got with my N64. All that for $40. Yeah, I would not get that kind of deal nowadays. Speaking of the game that we're playing right here, my original copy of Mario 64 that I also got at that same flea market. Note the how much I paid loose for the copy. Yeah, this is probably selling for maybe like 3 to 4 times how much I paid for that. I usually don't take the stickers off just to kind of keep intact how much I paid for these games at the time. So yeah, I've definitely upgraded this system. I didn't get my EverDrive probably until 8 years after the console, or after I got my console, so I was just stuck with cartridges for 8 years until 2019 or so. And after I bought the EverDrive, I just never got another cartridge again. Yeah, some things have been coming past to this console over the years, by the way. Got the set of controller colors that I wanted after so many years. Okay, and when I'm just pulling stuff out of my desk. When I got my Switch, this was one of the first things I bought for it too. This is the Switch controller for the N64 controller for the Switch. I bought this when they announced GoldenEye for the Switch Online. Okay. We're just still defectors. Again, I don't know what else needs to be said that hasn't been said already. I mean, I probably have more personal nostalgia for this console. I mean, outside the GameCube, which was literally the first that I had. It's my childhood console, but like I have probably more nostalgia for this console than any other console that I've ever picked up since in my collection over the last 15 years. This one has definitely meant the most to me. And one I probably collected the most amount of games and cartridges for, too, before I got all the EverDrive stuff. That being said, crack your beers open, boys. Pour one out. And for the 30th anniversary, I've got one last question for you guys. Who's ready to get in? And if you're not, get out. Okay, let me pull up my my route that I usually take for 70 stars. I have my own personal route that I take. Just the lack of the extra dialogue that didn't add in until the US release. Like, yeah, I have a 70-star route that I was using for speedruns when I attempted this a long time ago. It almost feels like... Now, when I say I'm so ready for the 30th anniversary, it just feels like yesterday that I was celebrating the 25th for this. I probably was here for it. I don't remember if I did a 25th anniversary run that day, but I know I definitely did one later that year. It was 2021. A lot more silent on the characters in this game. By no means am I a professional speedrunner anyway, so this is just going to be a casual 70 stars. So if you're looking for a much better speedrun of this game, there's probably 500 other people playing this right now. I hope my audio levels are also better this time around. Regardless if it's the Japanese or the US version, I know this game with the back of my hand. I didn't even play the DS version when I was a kid. I stuck with New Super Mario Brothers. I don't remember exactly when I got my copy of Mario 64. It was probably 2011. So. But I definitely, had Mario Kart 64. Hold on a sec. Hold on. That's the guy I thought they yeah, why does the... There we go. I haven't upgraded the video signal on the N64 yet, because my personal opinion, I think upscale N64 is garbage. If I really did have to at this point, because bear in mind, my N64 right now is pretty much all stock. Like, there's no internal mods or upgrades to it. It's stock as it gets. In the cartridge slot. But if I did end up having to get an upgrade for it, I guess now out of the question, or not out of the question, I'd probably get like an RGB, some component upgrade for it. Because I was reading on the HD Retrovision website that their Super Nintendo cable does work with an N64 if you RGB on it. One down, and funny number left to go. Alright. There is a Japanese guy that I follow, who speedruns 120 stars for this. So later... I was going to pull out the guidebook, or, yeah, the Nintendo Power Guide. Please. I was gonna pull up the Nintendo Power Guide, but it is so far buried in storage that I can pull it out. I do have one thing though that I can show. It is still up here. Shit. Yes, it is. Oh, great. More crap I gotta dig out. In conjunction with... Yeah, very top one. Volume 85, and I do believe this is June 96. Who made the cover of Nintendo Power? June 96. Yeah, so previews of the old Nintendo or the old N64 stuff. For your nostalgic eyes. I might take a read through and look at this someday. But yeah, they got stuff like Blast Core, Shadows of the Empire, GoldenEye, like a year and a half. Body Harvest, which didn't come out until like 98. Yeah, GoldenEye's in here. Good collection of previews. I was glad that I picked up this issue. Okay. I started stream way too late, so that's why I'm a little giddy about or why I'm a little anxious to get this done. I know I can get 70 stars done in 2 hours. I don't know if I can get 120 stars. God, just... I mean, even on that note, the legacy of this game, I feel like we've picked every single peck of flesh and skin off the bones on this one. We've dissected it piece by piece, molecule by molecule, and atom by atom. I'm late. I'm late for my very important date. I know you can't use the cannon. I forgot if you could use the, Why are you gonna me? I forgot if you could use the, warp. Yeah, shit, right there. Fuck it, I'm warping. I gotta risk it. Just stir. Are you kidding me? He fucking beat me, damn it. Oh, that's embarrassing. I haven't lost a Koopa quick enough to do it in a hot minute. And the game fucking froze. Everything's coming up Millhouse today. How did the fucking game? At least I saved for that first star, right?
It's me, Mario.
Alright, after several delays. There's also a key term for the N64. It's all well worth it, though. I mean, the bitter thing about... I complained about it already, but like, the bitter thing about the N64, if anybody remembers, this console launched with 2 games. It launched with this and Pilot Wing 64. That's it. And in Japan, some shogi chess, whatever game. Pat Marita shogi, I guess it's called. Okay. Take 2 and don't get knocked off the bridge this time. Obviously, I don't have the skill set to speedrun this game before or ever, but I'm wondering if I could do like a decent 70-star race with somebody at some point. 120 is just kind of too much. It's like 70 I can easily do with my route that I have with some refinements. 120, some of those third floor, last end stars, those are just What is happening? What the hell just happened? I had him. Just cracked out on my head for a second. I hope this still counts because I don't remember if the using the warp. I know using the cannon doesn't count, but I don't remember if using the warp counts. Also, I'm used to the music still playing here. Because again, this is the Japanese version. You can do this start. Yes. Okay. I don't know how much the Japanese version is going for, because technically there were 2 Japanese versions. This is the original one, and I was debating on playing the Shindo version that lets you use the Rumble Pack, but a couple glitches were patched in that. I just kind of want to stay true to the original. Still all OG hardware. Still all original. Okay, yeah, again, even if all the text is in Japanese, I still know what to do. Mario 64 isn't that, like, again, if you know what you're doing, it's not that Japanese exclusive, or, like, not English from there. You know what I mean. You don't need to know Japanese to play this. That's what does, okay.
Here we go!
I haven't had a bumbleberry in a hot minute too. I found this in the back of my fridge and I was wondering who left it there. Good old local brew. Okay. 8 Bitcoins. Even if I don't know what I'm doing, which thinking I do, or like I don't know which star is which, most of the stars, paths, or whatever, are the same per level. So like I could do one that just translates to another. Oh, I know in the Japanese version, yeah, the red coin sound is all the same. It doesn't go any higher. Chain chomp sound. So. There's one on the hill, there's one down there. Usually people speedrun the Japanese version because, like, the text is faster, there's, like, more glitches you can exploit. For Mario 64, I honestly see more runs of the English version. I'm kinda curious why. I know where the other 3 are. There's 2 over by the star location, and there's one on the hill. You're gonna get over that hill somehow. I apologize if the audio seems crunchy. I haven't played with my N64 in a hot minute, and I'm wondering if there's like some interference ever since I installed the retro tick and all my stuff. I don't usually play with the composite inputs anymore. But I gotta come back here for 100 coins, or did I skip that one route? Yeah, no, I gotta come back here for 100 coins. I was going to play something else after this if we had time, but again, I started so late. I don't know if we had time. But again, likewise with Mario 64, I'll try to get through as fast as I can.
Here we go!
Alright, chain chomp. And I gotta come back when I get the wing cap. I don't know the bob-omb trick to clip behind the wall, but I know that's the faster speedrun strat. Most of what I learned from this game was through speedruns. Or at least what I do now. But like when I originally played this as a kid, I played it like any other 7 to 10-year-old in '96. There's not a chance any 7 to 10-year-old in this day and age could beat this without a walkthrough. They wouldn't have the patience. I mean, all you really had in ye olden times was, all you really had in ye olden times was Nintendo Power and the strategy guides, and I guess the dawn of the internet. I think GameFAQs was just starting up at that time too, but again, what single-digit age kid knew how to do that? Nowadays, I mean, do you think any Gen Alpha kid even has the patience to sit through this? What is it, like under 21 seconds, I think? Yeah. Well, I gotta go down again anyways.
Here we go!
Yeah, that wasn't the fastest one. Yeah, it's under 21 seconds. Also, in recent updates with Mario 64, I saw somebody try to do like a native port of the N64 version to the DS with online multiplayer. I'm gonna state the obvious. I'm gonna state the obvious in that question, saying, you know, there's already Mario 64 on the DS. I know it's not the same game. Mario 64 and Mario 64 DS definitely have differences. But like, how does that even work? Yes. And then I saw somebody try to make a port of the Game Boy Advance. That's a technological feat. Probably better than the DS port. There's so many different ways to play Mario 64 nowadays. I mean, with the PC ports, the other console ports, the decompiles, the recompiles, the render 96 texture. I mean, me, if you guys know me by heart, and this is the only way I can play Mario 64, truly. Minus maybe like the Wii Virtual Console or even on Switch. Okay, come on here. Skip. Okay, sure, that works. Dash failed successfully. No. Damn it. Alright, good. This has been one of my worst starts to a Mario 64 run I've ever had in very recent time. I mean, granted, I don't have a timer on this or anything, but still.
Here we go!
For my route, I usually try to get as many as I can on like the first floor, skip a couple in the basement section, and then just go for as little as possible on the top floors. Oh,
Mamma mia!
There. I'm just getting all the ones here. I think so. Boy. Okay. That'll work.
Here we go!
Which I should have done that in the first place. I gotta get the one that's, you have to clip through the wall, and I do not know how to clip through that. I don't know if this goes through that. later. Most pro speedrunners don't even use the cannons until they absolutely need to because it takes so time to load them and get into them. Case in point. Like that.
Here we go!
Red coins? Yeah, red. Alright, get $100. And then come back here, too. Nope. Oh my goodness, the lag. It's one thing I don't miss about Mario 64 is how bad it lags on original hardware. Anybody who's playing this on Switch now, you are consider yourself lucky. Hello. Oh. Don't even do it anyways. I should have got the point down there. I need to go back and get it. And I need to go back to get the other ones anyway, so... I am doing wunderbar at this. Where did that last? Yeah, I don't need them anymore. But... okay, well, as long as buddy. Normally, you're supposed to get the last red coin and 100 points at the same time. And you're supposed to get the last one down there too, but, well. Mission accomplished.
Here we go!
Alright, now I need Mr. Owl to tell me how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of the Tootsie Pop. Again, pro speedrunners can do this well without the owl.
Here we go!
One more Aquarium, Jolly Roger Bay, and then we're off to, off to the frozen wastelands of Mobius. And for this, I must take the Cannon of Shape. So, for anybody who's playing this game, even today, for the first time, those who realize it's a 30th anniversary or not, I mean, again, this is one of those games that I often see in between the speedruns, blind playthroughs of for the first time. And likewise, of most of all blind playthroughs on Twitch, they're either both the funniest thing and the most aggravating things to watch. That's also the case with a lot of Portal first-time playthroughs. So as I always say, the hardest part about any puzzle is being stuck on a puzzle that you know you've already completed. Watching somebody else try to do it without slipping any tongue and backseating is painful. But watching them fail at doing everything, that's the hard part. Okay. Let's go swimming. I only put 1 star on Jolly Roger Bay, and honestly, it's kind of a long crapshoot to get to. I didn't keep a timer on when I started. While we're swimming in peaceful times, memories, more core memories I can dig up with my N64. So, even before I had my N64, my first experience with it as far back as I can remember, our grocery store around here, Giant Eagle, had this thing called the Eagle's Nest, which is like kind of like a toddler playroom, where the moms and parents drop off the kids while they go shopping. And I frequented that while I was out shopping with my mom. She just dropped me off there for the day. But I remember, like, in one corner, they had, you know, the big tube TV. It was like 2004, 2005. But, like, they had the big CRT TV with a bunch of VHS tapes. But, like, in the back row, there was just other consoles lined up at the time. One of them was a GameCube, the other was a PlayStation. That's actually how I remember playing Spyro for the first time, too. But another one they had was an N64, and the 2 games I remember playing that first, one was Yoshi's Story, and that's kind of a traumatizing thing I don't want to talk about. And the other, funny enough, was Mario Kart 64. So, yeah, before any of all of this happened, even before Mario Kart 64 was the first game I owned for my actual N64, it started with Yoshi's Story. And no, we are not getting a playthrough of that anytime soon. I know I'm playing this off an EverDrive, but is it just me, or does the Japanese version just lag a little more than the US version? Granted, again, this is N64, and most of these games can't handle anything higher than 30 FPS max. But, I don't know, I feel like I'm facing a little bit more lag here. Which, I know for speedrun categories, there are different things. Oh, come on! Yeah, still got it. Still got it.
Here we go!
Alright, up Death Mountain time. When do I go do the after this? Oh, the sun should be out. Yes, it is. After I finish 6 of these. Let's just get the easy one first. Let's see if I can skip it. There we go. You can't do this in the penguin race. Well, you can't use this shortcut, but I think you can use the other one.
Here we go!
It's all muscle memory. Comes back to you. And it's been a hot minute since I played this, but I can get back to it. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. There's a faster way down the hill, it's just this is the best way I know. Here, take your stupid kid.
Here we go!
Now we race, fat ass. We do this, get one off the side of the mountain, and then 100 points. Okay, this is either gonna go very well or very poorly. Let's see if I can... Do not go down that way. I can do this backwards, right? Yet. He is right in front of me. Oh my god. Who won? Who won? Really? Really? I want to see the photo finish on that. How did I win? I legit thought I lost. Okay, I gotta go back to the first one for this. Oh, wait, no, this is... I'm doing this one. Yeah, it's not the fastest way to get down here, it's just the easiest way I know. And I landed. No, no, no. Too risky.
Here we go!
Now we do the, now we do the right ones inside. Oh, wait, which... I probably don't need it. I mean, the penguin's gonna be there, but I don't want to race him. No. Yeah, usually you go back to the first star so you don't have to race him. Oh, damn it! Every time happens.
Mamma mia!
was also gonna dig out my N64 shirt that I apparently used to have, but I guess I sold it now. Or donated it. I guess it didn't fit me anymore. I tried to get another one, and that one was also didn't fit me. N64 graphics cards they're cheap. The vintage ones from the 90s, though, I think they're also pretty expensive. Why is vintage gaming t-shirts so expensive? What a niche thing to collect. Gotta get.
Mamma mia!
This is why I also did the trip skip on the slide. It's okay if I mess up back and down. There we go. Put up. Yeah, so you get like 70 coins from this alone. There's a couple blue coins up front. I'll take care of like 20 or so. Nice levels. I'm just hoping the blue coins can help me out here. Where is it? Put on another slide. No. Whoa. Four keys. Well, I think I know what two of them are. I'm not supposed to have as many coins.
Here we go!
There's one. Another one across the bridge. There's one down there. Oh my god, am I actually forgetting where the fucking red coins are on this? I'm like right here, yeah. 6. Oh, I know where it is. Son of a bitch, I know where it is. We go all the way back up again. Shit, my life. Why did I not get that through? I had a feeling it's bad. It is down there. Boy, am I glad I'm not speedrunning this. I didn't even need the blue coins.
Here we go!
Which probably means I didn't need to get that many coins down the slide or going on the slide outside. Okay. Let's go get our wings. Sucks to try to do this in one shot. Down. Fuck. This is the last one. There we go. Woo! Woo!
Here we go!
Alright. One more on the battlefield, and then we'll kick Bowser's ass for the first time. And this one I never get on the first try. Or the second or third. This one takes me way too long to do. That's not good. I think I gotta get the 1 star on this one. There's some 100 coin stars in this game where it's really easy to do, and then some where if you miss a single coin, you have to start all over again. Let's see how many tries to take this. Honestly, I like being able to just, no pun intended, wing it. Not terribly bad, but a little late. I'm gonna crash my. Alright, let's go get Bowser's ass. And I have to get the red coins in this one too. Shit. Look at that, I've already almost got 30 coins, or 30 stars. No medal yet. Sometimes I hit A before Z. It's not Z and A. Immediately ground pound and that screws up my balance. They're gonna leap to. Side over together. Goodbye. at 7. So I don't need to... I want that extra life back. Come on, Metalhead Mario, move! Move in 360 directions. Again, 2 close calls, 2 gutsy moves. Rhetorical question out to the air, but like, for anybody who did play this game when it was new in 96, how either easy or difficult was it to get used to both the camera control and just like the analog stick control? These being, you know, new features and designs that we take granted today. There's one up there. I'm gonna have to get up there. I would imagine some of you played this for the first time, probably played like a store kiosk at like KB Toys or Funko Land. Because honestly, I did the same for GameCube. Ugh!
Here we go!
I'm not even halfway through this campaign yet. Alright, first one. Why did they make the first 2 Bowser fights have him only die by 1? Like, the first one I could probably understand why. For like the second. There we go. Okay. Part 1. Now we are going into Ouija House. And we are pretty much getting close to our right? All but 1. Hell is real, kids. This one I can kind of do in almost any order. I really should go around and get the other ones first, but... Or I could probably have them come out here. I could come out here. One. You gotta kill like 5 of these things to go. They're all on the first floor. It is very easy to get 100 points here.
Here we go!
Alright, honestly, there's a bunch of ways I can do like the next 3 or 4. Save the 8 red coin one for last. Neat little party trick. There we go. Stamina. I gotta check into why the audio is so crunchy here. Maybe it's just because I haven't played on my N64 in a while, but I don't remember the audio being this crunchy. Maybe the cables are just going shot. I've always had the worst luck with come on. I've had the worst luck with Super Nintendo, N64, and GameCube making cables. I don't need it for my GameCube anymore, thank God. Please. There's an easy way to do this, and I'm completely fucking it up. Damn it. Done this before, it's just been way too long. There we go! Christ, what took so long? Why was I so out of that one? Alright, merry-go-round. Merry-go... fuck yourself. Someone used to creep me out. Where are they?
Here we go!
And... I'll do 8 red coins first. I don't want to do the fucking Okay, do I remember... Well, first of all, like, it's not coins as well, so... Do I remember where the coins are? I think they're all in the house? Gotta go down here, do the, 25 down here. Does anybody even remember the game being this laggy? Or is it just me? Because I really feel like I'm messing with myself here. And again, granted, I'm way more used to playing this game on original hardware on N64 than any other platform it's been re-released on. I'm checking this out. Yeah, no, it's normal audio. It just sounds really crunched. So I'm pretty sure it's either just the cables or something up here is set up. I can't do anything about that right now. My cable management, if you're looking at it from my perspective, is an absolute atrocious mess. I really need to invest in Velcro and twist ties. Just my excuse for that is because I move my setup so much, because I take so much stuff out of storage, move around and whatever. I don't have like a permanent setup for my consoles and everything, and I've been moving so much over the years. It's almost like not even worth it. An old day. It's like almost an old day project with this stuff set up now. I mean, more speaking ADHD-wise. I don't even have a single red coin. Alright. Well, I know the first one is under guest character in Smash Remix. Really, whose idea was it on the dev team to add the fucking piano into Smash Remix? Yeah, from what I remember, there's like 140 something coins we can get this stage. I don't... Over here. One up here. There's two underneath the coffin thing. Someone upstairs? There's one over there. I want to say there isn't one up there. Okay, no, that was 6 on the other door. Yeah, for speedruns, you want to get pretty much close to exactly 100 as possible, because it takes a couple extra seconds to add up the extra coins.
Here we go!
Look at that, 30 stars. Got one more in there. One more, and I do not like the camera on this one. One more time. There we go. You're gonna need to get that box open later. Oh, yeah, and there were blue coins up here too, so I realistically didn't even need to go downstairs to the merry-go-round area. Get over here. This one sucks, because if you fall off the roof, you gotta go all the fucking way back up here. No, stop! 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 You know what I mean? Give me a cloud to go back up there. Well, it's also not like, I mean, it's not as bad as the one on the 3rd floor, the bonus 8 red coins one, where if you fall off the clouds or whatever, you go all the way back to start. Like, outside the castle and everything. That one fucking sucks, and that's like one of the last stars that I always save for. I hated doing that one. 120 stars. Honestly, most of the ones in Rainbow Ride suck too. Okay. Like to do this without having to get any coins. Okay. Stop, stop, stop. Stop. Go up. Very gently.
Here we go!
Alright. 2 freebies before we go spelunking. By the time we're done with this next segment, we will be halfway done with this campaign. I'm also playing this directly off my capture too, so there might be a little latency issue. And rest in mind, my AV or my composite cable things and stuff, they are not connected to my retro tank right now. I'm kind of keeping that separate, just until I figure out a better solution. Like right now, I only have the component set up for the retro tank. Again, like I said, upscaled N64 kind of looks like shit anyways. Like, the best I would probably get out of this would be S-Video without mods. The console. Because you need to solder on a board for the for RGB, you need to solder on a board to the N64, and I don't know who to send my N64 to do that. Maybe there's an advertisement on the site. If I don't catch MIPS immediately, this takes like 5 minutes. Yeah, this is gonna take a couple minutes. Who would have thought playing this game for the first time that you were actually supposed to catch the rabbit? Long before Mario Galaxy let you do that. Fuck off, Mips. Oh, wait, I have to catch this thing twice, don't I? Yeah, I do. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the worst I've been with MIPS in a long time. This is a run reset. Alright, fuck MIPS. Bastard.
Here we go!
We're getting back on trying to go away from Lava Land. I need to get him before I go to Dire Dogs, though. Alright, cave, there are a lot of ways to get these stars. There's one up there. I think there's two up there. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Just get these two up here. One.
Here we go!
The other one over there. There isn't really a rhyme or reason in order to get these. I gotta get them as I know where they are. That would be bad. Meatballs. Alright. Hey.
Here we go!
Okay, let me see if I remember the other one. How many do I need to get here? I think I'm doing everyone except the 8-bit point one. I'm going the back way on this one. Realistically, for most speedruns, they just do backwards long jumps and clip through the wall to get this one. The only time I ever use a backwards long jump is just to skip the skip to the third floor. There I get the second key. Okay. Got 2 more down the water area. Plus, I need to get the red cap. Or I need to get the metal cap. Okay. I know there's a better way to clip through this, but I'm doing the way that I go. So. How's it look? You gotta push like right here. There we go.
Here we go!
And we do that again to get the other one. Actually, we gotta do that 3 times. Against the wall. It's always a specific spot at the end. Then you kick here. Come on, we don't need to talk about parallel universes. There we go. Okay, this part always trips me up. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. I used to always fall down the holes in that one. And then we go back down there again. Now we've got to go get the metal cap. I'm pretty sure a 120 speedrun doesn't even use like all three cap switches. Oh, wow. What? What? on! How did I die? What the hell was that? I'm clipping that. I want a replay on that. What the hell just happened there? I've never had that happen before. What killed me? Okay, that's a new one. What the hell? What was that? Moreover, was that like a Japan exclusive glitch? Because I've never had that happen in the US version. No, 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 no. Well, that's an eye-opener. Have some This is also where we get the Meta Crystal stage from in Smash 64. I'm checking the replay on that after stream.
Here we go!
Okay, off on the road to taking my L's. Hit that stupid rabbit again. I need to do that before I get out of chicken sandwich. Finally! Christ! You know what? For all that trouble that you put me through with MIPS, you're going to hell. You go to hell before you die. Perfectly. Where's left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Lips disappeared without a trace. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Adam. Perfect.
Here we go!
Invisible wall help me for a change. Oh, we are, forget to mention this, we are already halfway done. Once we get out of the Bowser Fire boss, this should be pretty smooth sailing. I am getting bodied.
Here we go!
Okay. My task, can I beat this before midnight? Got 45 minutes. Good. 20 stars. I'm gonna just pick these things up. Alright. Oh, of course the big one takes me 2 seconds.
Here we go!
Is that the last one? No, I need to get the one in the volcano. Or I'll take the free one-ups. Alright, this one, right? There's 2 in here that you can get, so I could probably just get either one. I just think this is kind of the easier one to get. If I don't screw up the last jump again for the umpteenth time. Yeah, I could have chirp skipped it and just, never mind. Before I knew it, I knew the song, as, one of the minigames in New Super Mario Bros. DS. Okay. Off on the road to Morocco. Big bird. Actually, no. That is one I need to get.
Here we go!
Yeah, there's that one. There's one in the bird, and then at least one in the pyramid. Okay, taking this the hard way. Usually it comes over that way. Or... there we go. Easy. Why do I open my mouth sometimes? Wait for him to get over here. There we go.
Here we go!
Okay. Maybe at some point I should consider doing retro achievements when they come to console. That was another thing I was following. Apparently the retro achievement set, or the achievement set that I was following for my OG Xbox, was unfortunately fake and all AI generated. But somebody now is trying to work on one for the Super Nintendo on console, which only kind of gives me hope that the N64 will soon follow. Because I have seen adapters for the NES RA sets. Now we have one for Super Nintendo in the works and other things. Get it out of there. Yeah, if somebody could add retro achievements to the N64, I would go on that. Alright, I have like a second to try to get this one. As fast as I used to be. Otherwise I have to climb all the way up. Please. Okay, false alarm.
Here we go!
Oh, wait, where am I going? It is time to get the final cap switch. God I don't fuck this one up as many times as I have been tonight. I'll never forget the time Adam and I were playing this co-op, and he tried to get the star after I unlocked it, and he completely missed it by a mile. I wish he was still here so I could rub that in his face. That was my channel trailer video for the longest time up until I just recently replaced it this year. Screwing it up. I'm screwing it up. I'm screwing it up. Now, every time we play this game co-op, I have to get the star for it. How the fuck do you miss it by that much? He deserved that slap in the back of his head. Alright, well, at least that only took me one try despite slipping and sliding at that end. If the Manta Ring one is here, I might have an idea. I can do the Manta Ring one on the first try. Don't have to go back and do MIPS. I should do MIPS the second time after that. Bullshit. No, the Manta. Wait, is the Manta here? No. Okay, so I gotta go for it. The treasure chest one is here, but I do not remember the path to the treasure chest. And I don't have my strategy guide on me because it is buried in storage. Talk about a level that lags the most. This one is terrible. At least I don't have to come back down here after this, right? It's the second one. Like, yeah. Actually... No, it's... And I get up here without using the blocks. Do I have the skill set to do that? No, I do not. Oh my god, the lag! Why does this thing need so many damn polygons? I can get up there, I believe in myself. Once. There we go. That's the only box. Man, this lag sucks.
Here we go!
You wouldn't know it unless you're playing this on original hardware. Doesn't have it in any other version. Alright, actually, I have to go back to that sub one. Oh, get the cap one. Oh, now the manta ray's here. I probably could have done a mix of 2 out of the 3. And honestly, I've seen people get the star without even needing the caps. Or at least both of them. But, you know me, I play as God intended. So slow.
Here we go!
Alright. I do not need the red coins in this one, it looks like. Well, actually, I don't want to do MIPS again, so I'm going to get the red coins. I do not do it again. I remember where and how the red coins go. I know my solo route is different than my co-op route. I don't remember what's in which ones. One under here. Free demon. I wonder if anybody would be up to race this. 70 stars at least. I cannot do a 120-star race. No. I'm gonna be very mad if I get all the way and I do not get the last red coin. What am I doing? Please. Okay, it is here. Wait there, right? Yeah, no. I know where one of the last two are. Oh, no, I know where it is. I know where it is. Alright, let's see if we can around to catch a stupid rabbit. Might not be faster, but I do not care. Not going for speed here. Alright, round 2. Actually, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna take a quick potty break. And then we'll round this thing up. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Come on, come on. Catch your tiger by the toe. Get over here. Likewise with the last Bowser stage, either I have a really good stage and a really terrible Bowser fight, or a really terrible stage and the Bowser fight is over in 5 seconds. Just get behind him, that would be very helpful. I feel like I'm playing just as bad now as when I played New Super Mario Bros. Last month. Come on. Other way. Completely missed by a country mile, thank you. Fucking great. Just good God, Bowser, turn the fuck around. I cannot. Oh, thank God, it just resets me right here. Not about to do that whole stage all over again. Literally. That was the worst Bowser Fire City I've ever had. Ever. Why on anniversary runs do I always screw these things up? Okay. Alright, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. We will be right back and I will finish this up. one open. And let us resume. What are we doing on time? Terrible. Great. Could have been done with this game by now. Whoa. Okay. Something broke. Something broke on the chair. Okay. Had the lock. Had the lock unlocked. Almost there. Ooh. Okay. Let's get the vanish cap. Let's right here. Go upstairs. And then go slip slide. This one also sucks. Kill the books. You have to do this in one shot, otherwise you'll lose it. Barely.
Here we go!
And now we go all the way back upstairs. Alright, last part of the game. Everybody knows that skip. Where's Todd? Where's my puppy boy? With my free money. Pop. Where's my free money?
Here we go!
Actually, I can just do the one down first. Let's get this one over with right here.
Here we go!
Maybe I can quickly skip the one up. Boy. There we go. That's the only one for Tall Mountain. And there's one tiny huge island. Just get these two out of the way so we can do the others. Sorry. I've had enough shit thrown in my face today. And that was the only one here. Alright, what dry world? Snowman's Land. What dry world I should be able to do pretty fast. Just I might just do this one. Just get the fuck up here. That's the problem. No, nothing. There we go. One, two, three.
Here we go!
I have to get 100 coins in this one too. Weird. Oh, wait, no, I know. Alright. Need to as high as I can. Just in case I screw up again. I didn't even know you were able to kill these things if you just throw them from the back. Straight angle, please. Straight angle. Fine.
Here we go!
By the end of this, I should have 66 or 67. This is another one of those ones where if you miss one point here, pain in the ass to have to do it all again. I need the secrets, wherever the hell they are. I know there's one up there. One of these is like pushing up a box. One. fire. Good. Alright. Wind up. And the last one like that. Oh wait, no, the last one is it's up here. Okay, let me test my theory. Over here. You should be able to get out of those guys if you mash fast enough, though. We're reading that speedrun strategy guidebook. Yes. 1 coin. 1 whole fucking coin.
Here we go!
Barely any room to spare. And again, it would have been faster if I got the other coins over there. Is that the end of... I think so, right? So I got 1... yeah, that's... yeah. Okay. Tell me on that. This is another one where we need to get like 6 out of the 7 ones. A couple of these kind of suck. Keep breeze, just get the easy one. Done.
Here we go!
Build this ass. Get the red coins.
Here we go!
I gotta do the one at the top of the snowman's head last. We need the cannon for that. Shut. Come on. Back. Great job here, folks. That was deliberate.
Mamma mia!
C before A. There. How hard was that? Why would I have 7 stars left?
Here we go!
Red coins, igloo. Could have done the igloo one. On top of that. How come that water doesn't hurt me, but the other one does? Not that one, right? No, I got it.
Here we go!
Yeah, I probably could have gotten the igloo one first. I don't know. Correct. Let me. Let's see if I remember this. All on reflexes. Oh, lovely. Great. Exactly what I needed. And they don't respawn either, so once you go there, just go on. Why am I making this so hard? Okay. Talk to the bomb first, then get the star.
Here we go!
Okay. One more, toad upstairs, 3 on TikTok clock, and then we're done. I'm not as upset. I mean, I can't be at the fucking 30 minutes. Like, this is one of the worst. I'm too rusty at this. Like, this is one of the worst Mario 64 runs I've had in a long while. Oh my god. Oh my golly. Oh, thank god.
Here we go!
Thought I was gonna screw that up royally. And that's why you need the bomb and the cannon. This one. Alright, who's ready for funny number? I know just exactly which one I need to get.
Here we go!
Okay. As long as I don't die here an obscene amount of times, like I usually will. I need to get the one across the hand. I need to get this one. If I give up, I'm just going to give up.
Here we go!
Dos más. Dos más. Nope. Well, wasn't planning on doing this one right now, but we can do this. I've seen people get the star without stopping time, and it's insane. Okay, go anywhere but up. That's a great plan. Yeah, realistically, I could just backwards long jump up the infinite stairs just to get to the end, but no, I won't miss it. Una más. I hope to God this goes very easy. Get on the hand and just don't shit.
Mamma mia!
There we go. We're not even gonna have enough time to play a bonus game after. Thought we would, but again, I started late because got home late. Stuff. My My after-work schedule is just bad. It takes me like 15 minutes to get home. I gotta eat, shower, take care of the dog. And by the time all that stuff happens, it's like, how much time do I have left in between? What the hell is it? In between, like, the time I get done with doing my after-work stuff, I have, like, what, 10 minutes to chill. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are just not good days to stream, honestly. Well, I also work at pretty irregular hours. So, you know, go on here. Alright, let's finish this beast. I've gone on for way too long. I should have been done with this game like an hour ago. It's a one-sitting game anyways. Casual or otherwise. Okay, there's only two ways that this can end. Either the stage is going to be terrible, and I'm going to have a really quick Bowser fight, or the complete opposite. I'm going to get through the stage in a breeze, and the Bowser fight is going to take 10 million hours. I think I have my answer. Yes, I definitely have my answer. Okay. It was the latter. What a glorious game. Oh, man, oh man, I wish I did not play as bad as I did. I know I haven't played in a while, but man, that was inescapable. Yeah, I might as well wrap it up here. It's after midnight. Notice how there's also no spoken dialogue in the Japanese version here. They didn't add that until the US version. Just one last final minor touch. I really don't have anything else to say. I mean, you already knew coming into this, on this day, that this would be every fucking time. You already knew how good of a game this was. I did not need to pull out the cards to prove how good of a game this was, despite how bad I played today. We could be talking about this game literally till the ends of the earth, and it still deserves just as much praise as it did when it first released 30 years ago today. There is nothing else need to be said. I'm just so glad that we are still playing this game as it is 30 years later, and how much the legacy of it has been left by. Like, every single 3D platformer ever since this came out. I mean, this isn't the first 3D platformer, it might as well have been. But like, every single 3D platformer ever since this has tried to capitalize and take some inspiration for what the groundwork this game has laid. Every single one. Many have imitated, few have been successful, none have conquered. And today, this still remains my favorite 3D Mario game. Yeah, it's even more than Sunshine. What a glorious thing Nintendo did for us. Yeah, they may not have won the console war that generation, obviously destroyed by Sony, and this is when they were starting to go downhill. I mean, this was their first time they were pretty much in second place for the entire generation, not counting Sega the last time. But those who grew up with this console, even though I didn't have one until a little bit later, but those who grew up with this console knew exactly what it meant by it said the fun machine. There's so much more to this console than just what meets the eye. Everybody who I've ever talked to who's had fond memories of this game have had fond memories of growing up playing pretty much the same games as anybody else. You know, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, GoldenEye. This was just quite literally the golden age of Rare and Nintendo's work. Though it only had about 300 games total in the US library, those first-party games, man. Those first-party games laid the groundwork of what ended up becoming the best games either of that generation or the next generation. I feel like I'm not preaching to the crowd, but just I don't need to say what's already been repeated 30 years over with. It's just, you know, coming into this, you know how good this is. I didn't even need to do this today to prove the point, but I felt like I needed to do this for myself. Oh my god. Just one last glance at the box for old time's sake. You have no idea how many times they used this Mario render on promo art back in the day. They used it a lot. I'm sure it's ended for pilot wings. I wonder what the first recorded speedrun of Mario 64 was, when that was. Feels on VHS. There's plenty of, I mean, this is a game that's just a staple for so many things. Speedrunning, the way 3D platformers are developed, the way Mario games came to be afterwards. I felt like I only scratched the surface of what was done today, and honestly, I don't even feel like I did this entirely justice. There's so much more than what meets the eye. But for anybody who still has yet to play this for the first time, 30 years has finally caught up to you.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Thank you for being the voice of a generation for 30 years, Mr. Martinet. The end. Okay. Let's go to our end slate, because I actually do have one last thing I want to show off. Let's do some music. Well, I did what I set out to today, and honestly, I mean, for the US launch in September, we might as well give it a second playthrough. There's no reason not to play this game over and over and over again, even after you get all 120 stars. I wish I had more unique things to say about it than what's already just been said. I mean, I've played through this game a bunch of times on stream. Like, this wasn't even my first playthrough. Not far from it. I can't even remember the last time I did a full playthrough of this on stream. Not kind of, I call it speedruns, just kind of like as a casual run. Okay. That being said, I did want to bring up one important thing, actually regarding, some of the N64 stuff that I teased. This is kind of a big one. I'm retiring this. My N64 EverDrive, which actually this is kind of an outdated version too. This is the V3. This isn't even the X7 because it takes full SD cards here. But I've come to realize after 7 years, despite this being serving me so well, that I still can't even remember the last time I bought an N64 cartridge, if ever, since I bought this in 2019. But after 7 years of service, it is time to move on to greener pastures. And what I mean by that, I got some stuff in the mail. Over those 7 years, technology has improved to a point where some of the things in this, not just for the cartridge itself, have been outdated. They've just kind of been improved by other people and other fans. And again, don't get me wrong, I love Crick's work. I love Stone Age Gamer. This has served me so well. But again, it is time for me to move on to... Yes, fresh in the box. Anything else in here? Nope, it was literally just in the box. Ladies and gentlemen, the N64 EverDrive will soon now become... I bought a summer cart. Why for this? This was way cheaper. This was like literally only $80 on Amazon. This is open source, meaning, again, anybody can make one of these, update it or whatever. I just went with the one that Kaiko sold, because these guys sold the PS2 free McBoot memory card that I originally had before I got my MemCard Pro 2. But I'm still waiting on the SD card for this, because this actually takes micro SD cards. I need to transfer all the data off of the full-size SD card here, the 64 gigabytes, and put it onto a micro SD card. And in the upcoming weeks, I will actually be making a pilgrimage out to Stone Age Gamer's brick-and-mortar shop out in Salem, because, you know, Ohio. And this is going back to its rightful owner. This plus my NES EverDrive. I don't even know where my... Probably stuck my NES, but yeah, I'm trading in my NES EverDrive and my N64 EverDrive, and maybe a few more tidbits in here though. So this is getting traded out for this, and I will actually be trading or upgrading my NES EverDrive into a Famicom Pro EverDrive. I just need to find a compatible adapter, so it'll also work with my NES, because, again, my Famicom is just dug deep in storage right now. But yeah, just making some vital improvement and upgrades. I actually recommended this over to a friend who was looking for an N64 flash card, so Jazz, here it is in the flesh. Again, I'm still waiting on the SD card for this, so once I get that, I will break this out of its plastic. I'll try to transfer over everything. I might even make the backup, because I'm actually going over 4th of July weekend to Stone Age Gamer. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this has to offer above or over the apologies, above over the N64 EverDrive, because the biggest thing that it advertises is 64DD support. I don't know if you can read it here, but yeah, you can play the 9 or 10 whatever 64DD games literally just on the flash card here, and I think a couple of them have translations, like maybe Doshin the Giant does. I know there's the Mario Artist games, there's the F-Zero expansion track pack. So maybe we'll give some 64DD a little taste of that. Again, I only never knew one other guy who had one of these, but this is my first time pretty much trying open source stuff like this. And actually, in addition to Kaiko selling this, I checked on their webpage and their Amazon page. They also sell the flash cart for the Sega Saturn, the Saru flash cart, which I'm actually looking for one of those too. So maybe in quick due time, and those are also cheap too. They're selling those for like $80. These are dirt cheap. You can get one of these for technically cheaper on AliExpress, because it's open source. Anybody can make one of these, slap it into a cart, but and I don't really trust AliExpress because all Chinese stuff and it takes forever or whatever. So yeah, this was like only $80 or whatever. In addition to that, I am actually doing my first quote-unquote mod for the N64. I'm going to take out the cartridge slot tray and replace it with a region-free one, so it can play, because you know, Japanese cartridges have the different tabs or whatever for that. I don't have any Japanese N64 carts right now, but I was looking at getting some the next time I do an import session. So yeah, I just wanted to get some extra ground in for my N64 now that I've decided to move on to bigger and better things. Whatever this doesn't support that the N64 EverDrive still does, I would hope in due time that, you know, again, open source. Anybody can update this and make stuff for that. I would hope in due time this gets the kind of updates and recognition that I've been getting out of the last 7 years for this. Honest to God, again, even if this didn't even exist or whatever, I'd probably even upgrade this to an X3. I love Crix's stuff, and I will always recommend his stuff as the gold standard, but once a new, better and cheaper thing comes out, even surpassing this, you just kind of have to go on and move on to the next step. And right now, Crix pretty much has the market for everything as far as, like, the top tier for EverDrives and flash cards go, but it's like ODEs and new stuff comes out as the years go on. This might be out of date sooner than you think. So, just wanted to make that as a kind of a big final announcement. I'll keep this on hand until that day comes, and again, I will have this for another week. Actually, I'm going next Friday to turn this in, so that may have actually been the last time I'd ever play another game on the on the EverDrive. And go figure, funny enough, it might as well be finishing off with something as great as Mario 64. So, wow. 30 years flies by in the blink of an eye. I remember when I first got my N64 15 years ago. I spent the last 7 years with this. I've been back to streaming for how long? All those years fly up and they add by. I am done here because it was 12:30. I need to go to bed and it's a work night. But this was fun. This was a fun little reminiscing time. We have so much more. I mean, as the years go by, with bands doing so much more for the N64 than ever before, all the new homebrew projects, all the all the flashcards and everything, all the mods I'm seeing for this. Had I known I would be in this position 15 years after I got my N64 with all this new stuff coming out. I mean, new games and everything. I would have wished I got my N64 even earlier. I'm just so... I'm glad of myself that I decided to keep it on for as long as I did. More than any other retro game console in my collection, I felt like I've had the most support for my N64. I brought it with me through high school. I brought it with me through college. Smash Remix. If you remember all those years ago when they were doing the Smash Remix announcements month after month or whatever, this alone paid for that. Smash Remix or whatever. Oh my god, I love this console, man. You ever ask somebody like the desert isle or the deserted island question, like if you only had one console and a couple of games to pick? N64 might have to be it for me. Out of all the stuff that I played and supported over the years, I always found myself going back to N64 as my favorite. It's got my favorite Mario Kart. After going back to playing Smash 64 Remix, I mean, granted, I loved playing Melee as a kid, but Smash 64 Remix is now my favorite Smash. GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, despite, their aptly aging things. I could talk about this all night, but I've gotta go. This meant a lot to me, guys. It really did. Who can I raid real quick? Hold on. Oh. Cheers to you, N64. May we keep our joystick spinning, so long as it doesn't break our palms. Take care, folks. Good night. Hey, you're very good. See you next time.